Today is the 15th of April, tax day. I believe the markets are going to stay somewhat muted today. This is Brad Matheny. This is the Plan Your Trade video for April 15th. We are looking at a base rally day after our up, down, up day. We're looking at the potential of a base rally in trending mode. That gives me the concept that we're going to be moving back into this 549, 550, 552 area. In reality, guys, if I go down here to a 1 hour chart and spread this out a little bit, what we're looking at here is kind of a move towards that 550, 552 area as resistance, coming back up in this area, finding some resistance today. I think that's a fairly common move. Now, we may move up into the 560, 565 area, but that would be, in my opinion, an extended move. We do have a couple of days here today and tomorrow where we may move into some type of a rally mode. I am expecting some upward trending here. Again, if I come back over here and try to show you off a 4 hour chart, here's the big move, guys. From down here all the way down to here. And if I come over here and I pull a Fibonacci level all the way down to rejection, you can see that the 5.0 level is this 550 level, which again, I believe is very, very important. And the 618 level is this 565 level. So you can see where I'm getting my numbers. Okay, 565, 550, anywhere in that range, right over in here is essentially reasonable upward momentum that does not threaten the rollover downtrend in the market. So I think we're really going to try to move back up into that 447 to 455, 460 area before we're going to roll over into that May downtrend, into that end of April, early May downtrend. So now we're looking at the QQQ, kind of being the same thing. Lovely chart there, Brad. We're kind of looking at that 469, let's call it, right over here to 480, 481 area. This area would be my target for a bit of a melt up today, and then rolling over into that April 24th, 25th time frame. Now, remember, the cycle patterns themselves show us rolling into a bearish exhaustion, inside breakaway, rally and carryover trend. So this could be, the last little topping rollover pattern right here before we get into this bottom and major crush pattern, which again, that major crush pattern aligns perfectly with my downtrend, my lows. Okay, gold and silver are moving into a blank pattern in bullish and explosive trending. Really am looking for gold and silver to move upward. So I kind of drew this yesterday and I drew a lot of this, but it comes down to the fact that I am looking for gold and silver to make a move to the upside. I do believe that the gold and silver level here, this 3,300, is very, very critical. And the $33 area up here for silver is very, very critical. I believe once we move into that area and beyond that $33 level or 3,300 level for gold and silver, meaning once we get above it, we're going to be really off to the races. And the same thing is going to happen right back over here. We're struggling right now. You can see gold is kind of building a flagging type of a pattern here. We've got the silver A, B, C, D, E. Looks like we'll get a breakout. Here we have this flagging coming across here and here, where we go A, B, C, D, E. Looks like we're going to get a breakout to the upside. I am cautiously optimistic, holding my positions, looking for gold to try to make a big move. We'll see. I think the big move here is a real break above 3,300 and 33, as I've told you before. The dollar weakening, the economy moving back into lesser volatility is a good thing overall. I think we're going to be moving into a fairly solid melt up into metals. Okay, and then lastly, we come to Bitcoin. I don't know what happened to my chart here, guys. I had a lot of stuff drawn over here on Bitcoin, and it seems to have vanished. Maybe I cleared it by mistake. Maybe. But again, we're moving through this consolidation phase. I'll try to redraw it. Here's our excess phase peak pattern, flagging out, moving down into consolidation. Here's our flag low, moving across. Here's our flag high, moving across. We are looking at this consolidation phase really breaking down into that 63, 53, 52 area. In my opinion, like I said, we've got this range here between basically this flag high and flag low. We could see a weakening of trend down here to about 69,000, and we could see a weakening of trend even further, potentially moving us down into the 50,000 area right about here. So be aware that these levels are, in my opinion, very important. So we'll see how this goes, because I think that where we're really targeting on Bitcoin is about this 63 level, and then down here to this 52, 53 level. So that's how I believe the everything is going to resolve, unless we invalidate. And if we invalidate to the upside, this is what it'll look like. It'll basically rally straight on up through. So at this point, that would be an invalidation of this excess phase peak pattern. This pattern is playing out very cleanly, kind of a tight consolidation range, not getting down to this level. But if we do get the breakout that I expect, this rollover downward, we're going to be looking at 55 to $60,000 on the downside for Bitcoin. Okay, well, back over here. Going to be a busy day for me. This is the SPY. We're going to be watching potentially for that 550, 555 area. And hopefully, tariffs are pretty much gone now. I'll get rid of those. And hopefully pulling profits. Like I told you guys, we get up over here at 550, 560, anywhere up in that area. You got good profits. Pull them and get ready. I don't think we have too much more to the upside after that. I think we're going to be rolling into kind of a consolidated topping pattern. We might get some news out of earnings. We'll see. But and we could potentially, move back up into the 768 area. So look at this. This is 583. So, here's an area I'm watching. Here's an area I think is important. And here is an area that I think is important. So remember, any one of those areas are logical topping patterns right now for this move higher. We'll see what happens today. We'll see if my analysis is correct. Obviously, we're getting a lot more muted volume and volatility, but we should move up into this 560, 570 area, maybe a little higher, roll into a topping pattern, then roll downward, just like I've been telling you. Okay, guys, go get some. Talk to you soon.